Hi students, in this video lecture we discussed about the database connectivity. So the database connectivity is nothing, just the application programs connect and communicate with the data sources, also known as database, its middleware or data repository, and then data source. So how the application program it's connected to the database service, so through some help of mediator. So that mediator middleware it's called as in the database connectivity drivers. So what are the outlines database connectivity technologies used means ODBC, .NET and OLE, DAO and ODO, and then JDBC. So the database service, first one is ODBC, Open Database Connectivity, is the early standard for relational databases. So it's used for connecting the API concept based front end tool design. The next one, OLEDB, is Microsoft's older object oriented interface for relational and other databases. The .NET framework and ADO.NET and the current Microsoft .NET data access standards providing easier access to data. The JDBC is Java Database Connectivity, is the Java equivalent of ODBC. So let us see one by one. ODBC, Open Database Connectivity. The goal is to allow a developer to create a single application that can access databases supported by different DBMS products without needing to be changed or recompiled. So it supposes the Windows application can access relational data sources, uses SQL via standard application programming interface. So the ODBC connectivity it's used for to connecting the API concept based tools. So through how they are connected means through SQL. So the high level ODBC API through which application programs access ODBC functionality, driver manager that is in charge of managing all database connections. ODBC driver that communicates directly to DBMS. The next one, ODBC data source. So there are three types of data source used in ODBC connectivity. The first one, a file data source, is a file that can be shared among database users having the same DBMS driver and privilege. So the application program is a single program, but it can be shared the different DBMS files. And then a system data source is local to a single computer and may be used by the operating system and any user or that system. Third one, system data sources are recommended for web servers. So these are all the data source used in ODBC. The next one, OLEDB, object linking and embedding databases. So object linking embedding database, it's mainly used for object oriented database and then OLE object standard database. So it supports the Microsoft OLE object standard. So it's two types of data provider. The first one is tabular data provider. It's expose the data via row sets. So the example of the tabular data provider is DBMS, spreadsheets and then ISM sheets. Service provider means a transformer of data through OLEDB interface. It is both a consumer and provider of a transformed data. So the example of service provider is query processor, XML document creator. So these two are service provider in the OLEDB. The next one, DAO, ODO and ADO. So DAO, ODO means data object access object oriented API. ODO means remote data objects. So the DAO, data access objects, it's accessing the MS Access, MS Fox Pro and DBase databases from Visual Basic programs, provided an optimized interface that exposed functionality of JET data engine to programmers DAO engine to programmers data. So the DAO data, it's mainly used in MS Access, MS Foxpro. ODIVO, it's used for remote data access object. So it's higher level object oriented application interface. It's used to access remote database servers, uses lower level DAO and ODBC for direct access to databases. So it's using through the server is MS SQL Server, Oracle and DB2 implemented as shared code dynamically linked to Windows via dynamic link libraries. So the ODIVO, it's in a remote data object. So it's used for most probably dynamic link libraries concept. So that's why it's automatically connect through the server. The next one, JDBC connectivity. JDBC, Java is an object-oriented programming language. It runs on top of the web browser software. It allows direct access to database server or access via database middleware, provides a way to connect a databases through an ODBC driver. The web browser software that lets users navigate the web. So in nowadays, in day-to-day life, we have to using so many net applications. So all the applications are web-based servers. So web browser software. So most of the applications are using for web browser software. So the web browser software, it's mainly supporting for the JDBC connectivity. So in this JDBC connectivity, it's located in the client computer, interrupts HTML code received from the web server presents. It's a different page components in the standard way of web. It's a stateless system. So web server does not know the status of any clients. It just communicate through the web server. So add functionality to web browser, 3 general types. The first one is plugin types. The next one Java and JavaScript types, and then third one is ActiveOS and VB script types. So these are the types we should using for creating and the front end designing for web browser software. So based on these softwares only, we should connecting through the data source or data repository with the help of JDBC and then ODBC connectivity drivers. So these are all the basic outlines using for database connectivity. Thank you.